What's up, guys? Ian here, coach of your Ladner Lanturn, bringing you guys our week 2 match in MWPA, courtesy of Nacho's suggestion. This is the smaller screen. Again, let me know if you guys like this better than the bigger screen. Taking on Odin in the Real Mareep. I check out the team builder. Not really much to say. I'm very disappointed to not see the Como and seeing the Salazzle makes me want to vomit. And the Rotom-Fan, which I also did not prep for basically at all. I'm glad I don't see the Delmise, though. Wow, I really hate the idea of Rotom-Fan in this matchup. Holy shit. Okay, I don't know how to lead against this. Arcanine, maybe? Actually, maybe Quillfish is the best lead, because I can Toxic anything, and if it's Mew, I can pivot into Orbeetle. I can get a spike up against Steelix, which might help. Weavile lead. It's maybe the best. Could be sturdy Steelix though. I lead Weavile against Steelix. It's probably not great, right? Steelix. RU tank is not really the set. No, it is. Okay. Yeah, low kick's not doing that much to that, and heavy slam just kind of obliterates me. So maybe an Orbeetle lead in general is actually just the best. I mean, not against that necessarily. Against Mew, it handles it. Obstagoon, I'm definitely not going to handle Throat Chop very well. Actually, well, okay, it's not invested. Yeah, we don't really handle Throat Chop very well, but I think Orbeetle is probably the play. Is it against Rotom? I think Weavile's a better lead against Rotom. So maybe Arcanine is a nice middle ground. Sort of forces in the Vaporeon. Would tend to force in the Vaporeon, I should say. Okay, Salazzle. Okay, so this is good. We get the Salazzle. I don't like this very much, though. Now, if this is a like a sub-toxic set, then... Wait, why does Flare Blitz do the same as Wild Charge to this? It's a resisted Flare Blitz. What's the base power on Wild Charge? Oh my god, not good. So, Roar is a play that I could make here. Or I could just Wild Charge. I think I'm just going to Wild Charge. Okay, so it is sub. Roar would have been an alright play there then, actually. It is sub Black Sludge. I'm going to Roar now. I'm just going to show that I have the Roar. This sub Nasty Pot garbage is going to get out of my face here. If it's hard Vaporeon, I think I go Quillfish. Well, if Roar brings in Vaporeon, I think I go Quillfish. I don't really have a good game plan here, I'm not gonna lie. This is not a matchup I was looking forward to. I'm very surprised to not see the combo, to be honest. But maybe Togekiss, Aegislash. It was okay, 55% from Sludge Wave. Get rid of that. In comes the Obstagoon. Now, it's not Guts. I could maybe just Morning Sun here. I think I'm gonna Morning Sun. This might be a speed tie. I'm not sure what this Obstagoon wants to go for. Double Edge. It just kills me. So he either won a speed... It's so annoying. He may have just won a speed tie there. It's Defiant. Okay. It's Defiant. I'm going Aegislash. Wow. Would you Dark type move here, actually? Wow, I hate this so much. 54. Oh my god. I wonder if it's banded. It might be locked in. I didn't realize it got Defiant against my double Intimidate team, so... Wow. Not having a ton of fun with these first 2 weeks, to be honest. My team is not very good, and I don't think there's much I could have done about that. I think I tunneled a little bit hard on using Aegislash, and I should have taken something else that I would have been more comfortable with. I just wanted to try something new that I've never used before. But I've never really had success in free draft doing that, like ever. I typically use the mons that I'm more comfortable with in free draft a lot better than ones that I'm not comfortable with. Arcanine, for example, I really hate using Arcanine, but it just felt like I had to take it because the rest of the fire types just were not really available. He's taking a while here. Actually, I guess I should calc if that's banded. And while I'm at it, I will leave this Salazzle up against my Arcanine and see the Sludge Wave damage. Just looks like it's timid, which would make sense for Raichu. So it's not reckless. I did 54. 54.8. It might, it's probably not banded. It might be Scarf. The Salazzle's obviously not Scarfed, so I guess I'm going Aegislash here. Okay, so this is a play. This is a play indeed. Now, this could want to burn me. I don't really have a play into the Rotom, like, ever. I think my best bet is to just throw off a Shadow Claw and hope for the best. I might not kill this. I probably won't kill this. He might actually just want to burn me here too, which is a viable play on his end. Obviously, Obstagoon comes in on Shadow Claw pretty freely as a normal type, but I'm glad that it's toxic at the very least. I can't bring in Quillfish on it safely, which kind of sucks. I feel like it might be Scarfed, because I was running max speed Arcanine. Maybe I should have just Wild Charged again with Arcanine. Or like Morning Sun predicting that. Okay, so the Volt Switch has 21. I'm in Shield form, of course. So that looks to be uninvested. And now let's see what's coming in. Steelix comes in on the Shadow Claw. Does 35. Steelix just took 35 from Shadow Claw, so looks to be careful. Looks to be careful. So what does that mean for Weavile? If I was to switch in on an Earthquake, Low Kick is still not killing. I think I just go Orbeetle and wear this thing down. With Bug Buzz, so that Obstagoon doesn't get a free switch in. Salazzle's a little bit difficult to play with here. Chople anyways, okay. So there's the rocks, and now we just Bug Buzz. I don't think Obstagoon would be the switch in anyways. He doesn't know what I have. I don't know what he has either. Chople is good to know. Means that Weavile and Aegislash cannot break this with Close Combat and Low Kick respectively right now, as well as Togekiss with Aura Sphere. Chople is really good prep, because I have Close Combat Arcanine potential as well. Conk. Huh, Chople is really good against my team. I gotta keep that in mind for other things here. So here, in comes the Rotom. Not a huge deal. We don't see an item on the Rotom. I think I'm just gonna Protect. Could be Nasty Plot, I guess. Air Slash. I don't really know how much Air Slash is doing to me. Can't imagine it's that much. And this looks to be a very physically defensive Rotom. It's quite a bit. It's quite a bit. I don't think this is going to outspeed me, though, so I'm just going to Psychic. It did outspeed me. So it's running speed. Because it absolutely should not have outsped me. It might just be running enough speed for Orbeetle. I don't know. Recover's a pretty safe play here if I don't get flinched.
Yeah.
Protect viable too, but now that I've shown Protect, he could make a hard switch, which I don't like. So my team is pretty hampered by the lack of removal options in this generation in general. And only having a single Rock Setter has not helped. So I might have to look into some trades. It is only 8 weeks, so I guess if I go 0-8, it's not the biggest deal in the world. Really just don't have success in free draft, but Galaridex draft, like this is my first Galaridex draft, and I think in free format it's not fun. It's not really a balanced meta in the first place, with lack of like a lot of things, lack of removal, lack of good hazard setters. A lot of the bulk is awful. A lot of the offense is also awful. So I mean, I think this is scarfed, so I'm just gonna protect here. Like, there's no reason for me not to. There's knockoff. Like, would I want anything knocked off here? I could go for a double protect, rack up more damage. Am I fine with losing my leftovers is the real question. It kind of helped a lot against the Rotom. It's going to help a lot against the Mew. Orbeetle's got a good matchup against everything that isn't Salazzle here, I think. I might be fine losing my Life Orb. But I'm not sure I take 2 with rocks up. So let's say it's max attack, Jolly, right? Against my Weavile, knock off with rocks up. It's a 3-hit KO. Okay, so I'm taking rocks, which is 25%, so I'm at or 24, so I'm at 76. And then let's say I take a high roll, 35, 71, 41. So I could take another knockoff after that, assuming this is what the set is. But I wouldn't be able to switch into rocks again, which I think is pretty valuable for my Weavile, actually. I would be more willing to part with my Scarf on Togekiss at this point. I think I'd be more willing to part with my Scarf on Togekiss. Why, though? Is Air Slash flinching not a valid strat in this game? It definitely could be. Maybe Aegislash is the play here, actually. Get rid of my band, because I'm in shield form anyways. Yeah, we just took a lot of damage, by the way. 61%. It wasn't resisted, of course. Shield form. Yeah, that's about jelly damage that you would expect to see. I'm fine with just sacking this, to be honest. The Obstagoon will die to poison, and Aegislash doesn't really offer me much anymore. I wonder if he would save this, though. So that's the thing. I'm not going to outspeed this anyways. but I am actually very curious if he would save this Obstagoon from dying to toxic damage right now. So I'm going to Shadow Claw just in case he switches. I die if he stays in, and then the Obstagoon dies. It's whatever. But Iron Head is not a play. Shadow Claw is like definitely the play against anything else that would want to come in. Okay, so he ends up sacking off the Obstagoon, which is great because that mon was a gigantic pain in the ass. And now I would expect Rotom or Salazzle to come in, which I think leads me to believe that Weavile is actually my best play on a double down here. Yeah, there's the Rotom. So Weavile comes in, which is Gucci gang. I can't imagine this is scarfed as well as the Obstagoon, but he hasn't really shown me a reason why it shouldn't be. I don't think I'd die though, so I think Throat Chop is my best play. Then comes the Vaporeon. Just took 39. Okay. So here's where things get a little bit sketchy. I'm not a fan of Wish Pass. I think I'm going to Poison Jab. Try and get a Poison. No Poison. There's the Wish. And Throat Chop again, I guess. I don't really know the damage roll. He's probably got Protect. But he might be thinking if he can pass this or not. This is like the big part of the game for me, where I don't really like what's going on. I was trying to go for the Poison there. Poison would have put it in range of Throat Chop anyways, but Vaporeon, defensive, Throat Chop did about that damage. So it looks like I high rolled the first time anyways, against a physically defensive variant, because Poison Jab did 28. No, that's not, then it wasn't. It could be mixed. It probably doesn't have, it's probably not max defense. It's definitely some defense though, because Poison Jab shouldn't have done that much. So let's say 124. That's actually too much. Throat Chop would be doing too much there. 40. He actually just stays in. Very interesting. No burn? Okay, no burn. I mean, it's got to have Protect. Just another Wish goes up here, yeah. There's no reason for it not to be, for it not. Now he could pass it. It's not a bad play. I wonder if it is Scarf defensive Rotom-Fan. That'd be kind of weird. I guess it could be. Is Poison Jab going to kill from Qwilfish? I'm going to say doubt, because... actually it might. No it won't. No it won't. Togekiss should kill though. Air Slash. Rotom... Fan. If I really have to, I can just flinch things to death. I think this has to be my play. I don't have other options. I knew the Wish Pass was going to come in there. I don't have other options right now. This is my win condition. Should I go Orbeetle? Taking rocks, plus potentially an Air Slash. I don't know if I can live a Volt Switch, though. How much did I do before? I did 21 with Air Slash. It's about max HP damage. He's got a little bit of speed on the Rotom. Like, it's probably almost this spread exactly. I don't know if you guys can see this. You cannot. It's got like 48 speed on the spread. So, I could try and flinch this down. It's a potential 5-hit KO. I really hated prepping for this match, and it's not going how I would have liked it to go whatsoever. The Vaporeon is like almost successfully just killed at this point because everything I have outspeeds it, except for the fact that Qwilfish can't kill it. So he could bring it in on Qwilfish. If I were to go for like Liquidation on Salazzle, that'd be really bad. And this is my win condition, but it's not a win condition with Rotom that's healthy. I have to flinch it to death. Like, that's actually my only play. Okay, he gets off a Thunderbolt. I don't have any options anymore. I just have to just, like, spam Togekiss Air Slash because there's no removal on my team. So I'm in a position now where I'm screwed if I don't flinch this thing to death. Thunderbolt. Flinch, please. Okay. Give me something to work with here. Give me something to work with here. Nice, we crit. Okay. Togekiss doing something. If I can flinch everything to death, then Togekiss might just win here. But that's probably my only chance of winning. Actually, if I can get rid of Salazzle, Orbeetle might be able to win. The Steelix has shown that it's Chople. Steelix is going to be a bitch to kill right here. I think he goes... If I was him, I would go Steelix here. It's like Spidef Steelix. It's going to tank these Air Slashes really well, but he's got to hope that he doesn't get flinched. If he goes Salazzle... No, he's not going to go Salazzle. He knows I'm Scarfed, right? He should know that I'm Scarfed. He's got a few different options. Like, Mew or Steelix are pretty much his best ones, but he's got to hope for a miss or something too. So he goes Steelix. I'm flinching this to death. I'm doing it. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Iron Head over Heavy Slam? Interesting. So I get pretty unlucky there, I guess, to an extent. I mean, it's only a 60% chance to flinch, but... I don't think Orbeetle can win with Salazzle around, but Orbeetle is definitely like my way of winning this game somehow, right? So I go into this, and I probably just click Psychic. I probably just click Psychic. Now here's the thing. If he catches me on a turn where... I don't know if I can live a hit from Salazzle. It's not Heavy Slam, it's Iron Head. If he catches me on a turn where I have to recover and goes into Salazzle, I'm screwed, right? 13. Iron Head just did 27. Is this Sheer Force? Sheer Force with a little bit of attack investment, maybe? Because my Psychic just did 13. I guess it maybe isn't. Maybe just Adamant Sheer Force with no attack or something. Feel like he's going to try and catch me on a turn where I'm clicking Recover and go Salazzle. I kind of have to do it at certain points. So I'm going to Recover again. I wonder if I even kill Vaporeon. This might get really out of hand. Actually, just going to Protect this turn. And then Psychic. So 67. I don't know if I live the hit from Salazzle. Oh! Oh, this has Flamethrower too. Okay, well, GG's. I don't... I can't play around that. I think... I'm gonna have to go for Toxic, right? Yeah. So, yeah, there's no way for me to play around that. But we pulled it all the way down to a 2-0. I thought this was going to end 5-0, to be honest. Man, I really hated prepping for this match. I'm not going to lie. Like, I thought almost anything could come. I had to have defensive answers for, like, Durant and stuff. Salazzle was just such a huge, huge issue. And then he brought a different Obstagoon set than I was expecting. I'm gonna ask him after this. I'm assuming it was Scarfed Obstagoon. Just like kind of the only way that it would have been able to 1v1 Arcanine there, or outspeed Arcanine there, is if it was Scarfed, or he won a speed tie. But the way that he played it looked like Scarf. I never actually confirmed that it was Scarf on anything, but the Aegislash set that I wanted to bring looked amazing on paper to me, and in practice it was awful because of Steelix being just such a problem for my entire team, honestly. Just for the entire team. And Mew is just impossible to prep for in Galar decks. Like, It's probably the most broken Mon, and I should have just taken Mew, to be honest. Um, because it is absolutely the most broken Mon in Galar decks, like, without a doubt. Galarian Dorm was banned, and we allowed Mew. No clue why. That Mew, I should have taken it myself. Oh well, hindsight's 2020. Next week we take on somebody. Who are we playing next week? We take on KMJ and the Brooklyn Magnets. Another rough game. KMJ sniped me on a couple things and then ended up dropping one of them, or traded one of them away for Unpheasant of all things. So I'm not sure how to think about this game. We'll see how it goes. I don't really know. There's not much more I can say about that. So hopefully you guys kind of enjoyed. I mean, I didn't get absolutely bodied like I did last week, so this was definitely an improvement over that. I think that I played better and sort of read his moves a little bit better than I had in the original game in week 1. But an 0-2 start looks pretty poor with only 8 weeks. So anyways, catch you guys later in the next one when we take on KMJ and the Brooklyn Magnets.